If you were trying to buy a home on the Grand Strand from 500 miles away, while also selling your home up north, managing your job, coordinating your family, and trying not to lose your mind, I see you. And I want to tell you something. It is completely manageable. I've helped dozens of people navigate this exact process, buying a home here without being here, and every single one of them got to the closing table. The key is having a clear roadmap before you start. So today I'm giving you the step-by-step process I walk every relocation buyer through, from the very beginning all the way to the keys in your hand. Quick note, my contact info and a link to book a call are in the description and pinned in the comments. Now, before you search a single listing, before you call an agent, before you even start thinking about neighborhoods, you need to know exactly where you stand financially. If you're financing, get pre-approved, not merely pre-qualified. Pre-approval means a lender has actually reviewed your income, your assets, and your credit. It means you're a real buyer. And in this market, sellers need to know that before they take you seriously. Equally important, if you're planning to use the proceeds from the sale of your current home, know exactly where that sale stands before you make an offer here. The closer your home is to closing, the stronger your negotiating position. Cash in hand is strongest, a signed contract is good, a home that's listed but not yet under contract is weaker. And one more thing, I covered this in a previous video, but it bears repeating. Talk to your bank now about how you will transfer funds for the closing. Do not wait until closing day to discover your bank has limits on wire transfers. That conversation needs to happen early, and something that may be different from the last time you bought a home. You cannot pay with a certified check. Funds for a purchase must be wired. Now, your agent is the most important decision you will make in this entire process. Not because of the listings they can show you, any licensed agent can show you listings, but because of the ground level work they do for you when you cannot be here yourself. A relocation specialist walks properties with your specific concerns in mind. They send you video of the listings the listing photos don't show. The traffic outside at noon, the actual view from the back porch, the noise level, the neighborhood feel. They know the local vendors, the inspectors, the closing attorneys, the insurance brokers who are reliable and are used to working with out-of-state buyers. And they've managed the timing and sequencing of a remote purchase enough times to know where the problems show up before they show up. Interview more than one agent. Ask how many relocation buyers they've represented in the last year. Ask how they handle the video walkthrough process. Ask if they've managed a remote closing. The answers will tell you everything. Now, this is the step most buyers skip. They start with the house. The right process starts with the life. Before you search listings, get clear on a few things. Do you want to be east or west of the Intracoastal Waterway? On the beach? On an inlet, a river, or nowhere near water? Resort-style amenities or a quiet neighborhood with no HOA? A 55-plus community or a mixed-age neighborhood? Golf course living or walking distance to the water? These answers determine the area. The area determines the neighborhoods. The neighborhoods narrow down the homes. Do this work first, and every step that follows becomes significantly easier. You will almost certainly need to visit in person before you make an offer. But how you visit matters. A vacation mindset and a buyer mindset are two completely different things. When you come down to look at homes, plan to be here for at least 4 days, and more is better. Here's why 4 is the minimum. The day you arrive, you'll be tired from the drive or the flight. You'll need to get settled in here. The day you leave, you'll be packing up and moving out. That just leaves you 2 full, uninterrupted days to explore. And that's the minimum you actually need to evaluate neighborhoods, tour properties, and get a real feel for the market. If you can stay longer, do it. My most recent clients came down in July and rented 3 different Airbnbs, each for a week, each in a different part of the Grand Strand. Not everyone can manage that, but if you can, there is no better way to truly understand the difference between North Myrtle Beach, and Myrtle's Inlet than to actually live in each one for a week. Drive the roads you would actually drive every week. Shop at the grocery store you'd actually use. Eat at a restaurant on a Tuesday night, not just a Saturday. Visit at different times of the day. Drive through the neighborhood you're considering at 7 in the morning and 7 in the evening. Your agent should be scheduling showings in a logical geographic sequence so you're not crossing back and forth across the market all day. And if you haven't visited in summer yet, be sure and come in July. Come see what the traffic looks like and what the energy feels like when the whole coast is alive. Fall in love with that version before you buy. Between visits, your agent is your presence on the ground. When a property comes up that fits your criteria and you feel seriously interested enough that you'd be willing to fly down and make an offer on it, that is the moment your agent should be walking you through it on a virtual tour, preferably before you book your flight. This will show you what the photos don't and prevent wasted time and money. The angle of the sun at 3 in the afternoon, the sound of the neighbor's HVAC unit, the size of the backyard relative to what the photos imply. Technology makes this genuinely workable. FaceTime walkthroughs, video calls with the inspector, digital document signing at every stage of the process. You do not need to be physically present to make an informed decision, as long as your agent is doing the work on the ground that you cannot do from a distance. When you've found the right home, your agent will walk you through the offer process. But here are a few things worth understanding going in. South Carolina is an attorney state. That means real estate closings here are considered the practice of law, and every transaction requires a licensed closing attorney. The attorney handles the title work, prepares the closing documents, and submits the deed for recording with the county. This is actually a protection for you. It means a trained legal professional is overseeing every step of your closing. Now, before your agent can even show you properties, there's a form you'll need to sign, a buyer agency agreement. Since May of 2024, this has been a strict legal requirement in every state in the country. It's a standard boilerplate form developed by the attorneys at the State Board of Realtors. Nothing unusual or alarming about it. It simply establishes that your agent is representing you and defines the terms of that relationship. Your agent will walk you through it before your first showing. Now, for the purchase, South Carolina uses a standard purchase and sale agreement. Your agent prepares the offer and handles all the paperwork. You sign electronically. Your pre-approval letter must be submitted with your offer. This is not optional. Sellers and their agents will not consider an offer without proof of financing. Cash buyers will provide a proof of funds instead. Earnest money is typically 1 to 2% of the purchase price and is due within a few days of acceptance. It is held in the closing attorney's trust account and applied towards your closing costs. Due diligence in South Carolina works differently than in many northern states. Your agent will walk you through exactly how the inspection or repair negotiation process works here. And if you're making an offer on new construction, remember that the builder's contract is written to protect the builder. Have your agent review every line. Once you're under contract, the due diligence period begins. Your agent will coordinate a licensed home inspector, ideally one experienced with coastal South Carolina homes and familiar with the specific issues we covered several videos ago: roofing, termites, flood zones. You do not need to be present for the inspection. Your agent can attend on your behalf. And most inspectors provide a detailed digital report with photos and video. Many will also do a live video call to walk you through the findings in real time. Homeowners insurance should be started immediately, especially if you're closing during hurricane season. Don't wait until the week before closing to start the insurance conversation. Title work, attorney review, and lender requirements all proceed on a predictable timeline. Your agent and closing attorney will keep you informed at every stage. Remote closings are completely standard in South Carolina. You can sign your closing documents electronically from your home up north or from a notary in your area if your lender requires a wet signature. Your funds transfer according to the plan you already set up in step 1 because you had that conversation with your bank early, and closing day holds no surprises. Here's one last detail worth knowing. In South Carolina, the closing attorney submits the deed for recording with the county. Until that deed is recorded, the property has not officially changed hands. That means closing might happen one day, but the keys may not be handed over until the following day, once recording is confirmed. Plan for this. Do not schedule furniture delivery for closing day. Give yourself at least one full day after the anticipated closing day before any deliveries or movie trucks arrive. And then the call you've been waiting for. The deed is recorded, the keys are yours, and your home on the Grand Strand is officially yours. That's the moment all of this work is for. If you are in the early stages of this process and you'd like to talk through where you are and what comes next, My contact info and a link to book a call are in the description and pinned in the comments. And if this roadmap was helpful, please save it and share it with someone who's been trying to figure out how this whole thing actually works. I'll see you in the next one.